Yeah, this is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
Let's go!
Hi, everybody.
G'day.
Great show for you today. You will discover the power of advertising when you work in a radio station during Shaun's Sports Report.
That's true. It's very sports related too. We find out what you don't like to do in front of people because you find it a bit embarrassing, and you'll find Shaun's Achilles heel.
Yes, Griffin Logue joins us as well for a chat.
Nathan's still wearing your Achilles heel, to be honest. It's all over him.
We talk about the car that you don't want to take to the petrol station these days.
And can I cook? We're going to talk to Trevor Cochrane from Delish because I guested on that show.
And Shaun, special guest.
Yeah, Fremantle's Hayden Ballantyne joins us, a former Fremantle player that is. We check out what he's up to these days.
This is Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
I read a really funny article of examples of normal things that people don't like doing in front of other people.
Sure.
Like what?
So one of them was one person doesn't like driving their car in front of someone that they know that's behind them. So say, Shaun, if we're leaving here and I said, Shaun, I'm going to follow you.
Yep.
They don't like that. They don't like people seeing the way that they drive.
Because then they're going to comment on it. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's also...
That's a random, isn't it?
this one here is quite common. Going to the bathroom at work always embarrasses me, but they said when I come out, it's like everyone knows I've just pulled my pants down.
And back up again, hopefully.
But the person doesn't like blowing their nose in public. We'll go to a bathroom stall to do it.
Oh, Shaun.
Don't have a problem
you
there.
You wouldn't have enough time in the world to find somewhere else to do it.
This one's hilarious. Hailing the bus or holding an umbrella, I don't know why.
So is it hailing a bus while holding an umbrella or two separate things?
Holding an umbrella. No, I don't know why. This one here, bloke speaking here. I hate the thought of anyone but my immediate family seeing me in my pajamas or dressing gown. I won't answer the door unless I'm fully up and dressed. And then on top of his comment, a woman goes, as a woman in her 70s, I sympathise. I'm feeding the neighbour's cat while they're away. I'm getting up early so I can get dressed and get my hair done before going next door.
To feed the cat.
To feed the cat.
Just in case someone sees her.
Another woman says, I'm not comfortable eating in front of other people other than direct family, and I'm also in charge of arranging many work lunches. So I arrange them on days I'm either not working or don't have a lunch break, and no one so far has noticed.
So she doesn't have to eat in front of people.
So she doesn't have to eat in
So
front
she
of
never go to
people.
restaurants?
What? She doesn't. Oh, I don't know. I don't know her.
Yeah, he doesn't know her. He definitely doesn't know her.
Isn't that? I think it's so great, the world we live in. That people think this stuff's like embarrassing.
The only thing I was thinking about with this, Nath, the one thing, and it never used to be a problem, but now a thing that will get me, and I'll have anxiety, is blowing out candles in front of people.
Oh, yeah, you can't do it.
This has only just happened for whatever reason.
Do you think
it.
you might slobber on the cake?
No, he can't do it.
You can't blow out a candle on a cake?
Well, in the last 3 years,
It's like watching a toddler blow out candles for the first time.
So you don't like. So it's too much pressure.
So now I can't. Yeah, it's too much pressure. Yeah, 100%.
I don't know what happens. Because you physically lose the ability to go.
I don't know why.
Shaun, you could literally do this out of your nose, and the cake would fly across into another suburb.
Mate. I agree.
Maybe that's what he's worried about.
I don't know what's happened, and it's embarrassing. So
It is embarrassing.
It's okay. We're being serious. Shaun's upset about this. Make up for missed holidays with whatif.com this Easter. Ocean view apartment for us, water park for the kids.
Plus, select hotels are fully refundable. Booking cancellation windows apply.
What if it's Aussie for travel? Check government advisories before booking and travelling.
We're talking about when there's something that you find difficult to do in front of other people. Shaun can't blow out candles on a birthday cake, and he really can't.
Are you okay?
No, I actually like a couple of practice runs. You know, it was actually great relief this year when we didn't have the communal cake blowing because then I just had to do it in front of mum and dad.
Yeah, my favourite from the examples before is the person that doesn't like to use an umbrella in front of others. It's so good. Let's go to Sam and Waruna. Hi, Sam.
How are you guys?
You
Good,
Sam?
Sammy.
All
What
right.
can't you do in front of other people, Sam?
I have a problem going to the toilet when we're around the boys out in the bush when I'm camping.
Yeah.
I just have a problem whipping around in front of the boys.
So, okay, you would turn your back though, yes?
Yeah, but it's just a bit big, you know.
I just wanted to clarify it.
Sam.
I'm glad you got
He's
that off your chest.
he's worried about fellow campers rolling over it and their four-wheel drive.
I'm sorry for your suffering, Sam. Sam.
Oh,
Or someone using it as a tent pole and
Yeah.
sleeping a family of four under it.
A lot going on there.
well played, Sam.
Sam. Ross is in Velia. Hello.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Ross.
Ross, so what do you have trouble doing in front of other people?
I'm just like Shawnee. I can't actually blow out candles on a cake.
You can't do it either.
Why? Okay, because Shaun can't articulate what he's feeling.
It never was a problem, and then it became a problem one year. Now I cannot do it.
Ross, talk to me.
Yeah,
How are you feeling?
I think what it is, I think I get people start singing happy birthday, and then
Yes.
you start laughing, and you've had a couple of drinks, and it just gets a bit hard, and then, you just, you just get
Is it
stage
the
fright, I think.
pressure? Do you think it's the pressure to, because everyone's expecting you to blow it out in one breath, that pressure gets to you?
Yeah, I don't know. I reckon it's I don't know.
Well, you know what? We're
I
going
don't
to
know what
test
it
it with
is
Shaun
either.
right now. Katie's just come in with a donut with some candles on there, Shaun. So everyone, it's Shaun's birthday, so we'll sing to him.
Okay, so Katie, you got this out of your
Happy
lunchbox?
birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
birthday to Can I tell you what your problem is?
Yes, yes.
Your aim is wrong. You were blowing down to the bottom of my hand.
Is that thing?
Shaun, you don't know how to blow properly. I'll have to give you a hand.
Thank you. I appreciate. That's what friends are for.
But now Shaun would like the donut, please. Let's go to Natalie in at Stewart Hill. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Nat.
Hi, Nat.
Okay. Now, what do you have difficulty doing in front of other people?
I can't suck through a straw or in front of people. Like, if I'm at home, I can drink with a straw,
Yes.
but if I'm out and about, nah.
What's the issue?
Yeah, what's happening there?
I think it makes you look like a fish and everything, and that gets a bit worried in me.
So now, when you're sucking through a straw, you're sucking your cheeks and you're.
Yeah, I think so.
Have you thought about maybe being involved with the less powerful suck?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Just sort of like a bit of a bit of a sip,
A gentle
situation.
draw rather than a full suck.
Yeah, a gentle inviting it up to your mouth
Yeah.
rather than demanding it to go down the back of your throat.
No, I just take the lid off and I just have to sip it.
Sure. I mean, that is an option as well, and that, save the turtles, etc.
Oh, of course you would save the turtles.
Very important now.
So, Shaun, it seems as though you are suffering.
Yes,
And
the most.
as much as
anybody
these
in this
other
room.
people, I mean, we heard from Sam, he's really suffering.
Sorry, can we get... I just want to see Jason from Naranda. Can we get Jason from Naranda up? I'm sorry.
Hello, Jason.
Hello, Jason.
Hello.
Hi,
All right.
Jace.
Jason,
What can't you do
what
in front of
can't
other
you do?
people?
I can't really stretch my arms above my head. It's really like watching someone do a really poor attempt at a high five. My right side is fine, but my left shoulder got operated on in 2008.
Yeah.
So it basically seizes up. So it looks like a coat hanger. It's the best of things. When it's
Yeah, so
like-
your kind
it's
of arm
like-
just goes out to the side rather than go all the way.
Yeah, pretty much. It's
Is this
probably one of the worst injuries you can get, where basically your shoulder goes, no, that's it, and it stops, and as far as it can go.
So you think that people are noticing that, so you will no longer put your arms up?
because it's
So
embarrassing?
if you
Well,
got arrested, you'd be tackled to the ground because they'd be like, "Free as you put your arms up."
You'd be like, yeah, it's like, can you do anything? No. Especially when you're trying to train, and I'm trying to do like a barbell press above my head. It's like the worst feeling in the world, because I'm forcing it straight up, and all I feel is the
It goes
shoulder
out
joint
to the
going,
side.
I hate you.
Yeah, we're picturing it, Jay.
Jason.
We've all been doing it, by the way. I mean, if you're at a concert, hands up in the air, you can't be
Yeah.
a part
Oh,
of that.
that's
imagine how
right.
ridiculous he'd look on a roller coaster.
Can't do that. The YMCA is completely
The
ruined.
YMCA is an L. Just a whole series of L's.
Oh, look at Jason can't spell. That's what they're thinking.
The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Well, the footy's underway for the Fremantle Dockers on Sunday when they're away. Well, they are away to the Adelaide Crows to kick off round one. Our Docker Griffin Logue joins us. G'day, Griff.
Morning, guys. How you going?
Hello, Griff.
Hello, Griff. Hey, Griff, how's your podcast going?
I've stalled at the moment. We're just waiting to start it back up.
Oh, right.
What do you have?
No follow through, hey? No follow through.
Is it a seasonal thing? Do you only do it during footy season?
We're still kind of working it out, but we'll probably start it up within the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, whenever, whatever, you know.
Got any themes you're working on? Got any storylines that you want to just get into?
Yeah. Future shows.
Nah, not just yet. It's been a pretty quiet news year.
Yeah.
Nothing's happened.
There's nothing that's been happening.
Literally
You're right.
nothing.
Yeah.
So you're not getting together with... yeah, sorry?
I don't know how you guys bloody talk about so much all day. There's never too much happening.
It's pretty easy. We just talk about rubbish and talk to idiots. How are you going anyway?
Been down the beach this morning, Griff, or what?
I hope I'm not one of those idiots.
Well, draw your own conclusions.
Any publicity, good publicity.
Oh, yeah. We're picking up what you're putting down.
So Nat just said, have you been to the beach this morning? Yep. You been to the beach?
Yeah, been down for a swim, just came up, made myself a coffee. Wait to talk to a bunch of idiots, and then
You must be looking forward to this week and getting the shackles off and start playing and really getting stuck into these Adelaide Crows. Particularly, you get to face maybe Tex Walker, the big fella. Wrap your arms around him.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. I think he's actually out for a couple of weeks with a suspension, but so I don't think he'll be playing.
Right.
But,
Yeah, right.
no, I'm definitely everyone's keen just to actually have a real
dip.
crack. We've had a few dress rehearsals, but now it's time for the proper thing. So
The main
this
dance.
time of year is the good one. So
Hey.
we fly out tomorrow. So
Hey, Griff, do you ever get anxiety about going back for the season? Like, oh my gosh, this is going to be so full on.
Can I do this?
Like we do the first day back after
we do.
holidays.
Well, sometimes sometimes after a really great holidays, I do get a bit of anxiety because I think, oh my gosh, getting up early again, having to consume so much content.
Yeah.
Does that ever happen?
not too much, nah, because it's still kind of every year's always a bit different. I get a little bit of anxiety if I'm the night before if I'm going to be playing on Buddy Franklin the next day. But
Sure.
that's probably about it, to be honest. You probably get a lot more anxiety as a backman, I think. You sleep a bit easier as a forward or midfielder, but I still never take it for granted. I love what I do, so.
I know, but when you're a backman, all you have to do is run around the guy next to you and try to punch the ball. That's all.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah, but you make a mistake and it's a goal against. You make a mistake in the other part of the ground, it's just a turnover. You got to weigh it up. You got to weigh up what's on the line there.
And I suppose as well, if you're playing on Buddy Franklin, then you know the camera's
Not all the time.
There's a camera on you all the time. So you're worried about your hair and everything, aren't you?
Aren't you, Griff? You worried about your hair?
Oh yeah, God, yeah. Got to make sure that's all the curls are in line.
Yeah, that's right.
What product do you use in your hair, Griff?
Salt water, brother.
Salt water.
Just salt water.
How have you been going in the humidity? Because, mine goes frizzy. Yours?
Gets a bit frizzy, but I actually look after it. Got a good selection of Kerastars that I wash it with.
Just like Jason Momoa, Shaun.
Oh, yeah,
Comes
big
out
time.
of the ocean.
Yeah.
Aquaman.
The one person...
He's got a nice set of there, doesn't he?
Yeah,
doesn't he?
The other guy doesn't mind his hair is your roommate, Matt Taberner, who's not playing this weekend,
No,
which
he's
is a
not
big
playing.
loss.
No, he's had a little bit of a nick, but he'll be back stronger than ever. He's a big, strong fella, so he does love his hair, though. But, yeah.
He does.
We'll definitely miss him, and big hole to kind of fill, but he's a good man to play with.
Nat Fyfe's not playing either, which is big news. Reigning first and best
He's starting to
winner
sound
as
like
well.
the Eagles at this
Shaun
point.
Darcy, he's out as well. A few holes.
I know, we kind of it all happens quick, doesn't it? Within a week, everyone writes their own narrative for us, but look, we've still got heaps of people ready to play, so we're still not panic stations yet at all, and everyone's still just so excited for the weekend.
Well, mate, we're excited for your podcast. Maybe get some ideas. Do you want us to shoot over some ideas?
Yeah, who should we get on? Sean, you want to come on?
He thought you'd never ask.
Yeah, well, so you're starting the year by scraping the barrel, are we?
There's nowhere to go down from there, Griff.
I've sent him that many emails to the club. Any danger of interviewing me?
You went over to his house and wrote your mobile number on his front door.
Took the butcher's paper over, number one.
Love your work, Griff.
Good luck this weekend, mate. It should be a good game against the Crows to kick off the year. We hope you have a blinder as well, Griff. Good luck, mate.
No worries, thank you.
Nathan, Nat, and Shaun.
Did you see the $3 million supercar that is going up for sale? It's a 4-wheel drive, right? It's the Pro Drive Hunter.
Whoa.
$3 million,
Yeah.
right? To fill up the car's 480-litre fuel tank.
Oh, my Lord.
At today's prices, will cost you $1,110.
I mean, but how
If
long
you're buying
does
a
it
$3
last?
million car,
Is the answer.
you're not caring about
Like
the
if that serves you for 3 months, then you're doing all right.
Imagine when it's the cheap fuel day and you're behind that car.
Yes.
You're like, hurry up! That drives me insane.
Because you've got a car that's got a long range tank, don't you?
Yeah, it's got a long range tank,
but
takes
it's,
all the money.
Yeah.
And so what is it compared to that?
Oh, God. Well, it gets over 1,000 Ks or something with the thing, so I can't remember how many litres it takes. I think it'd have to be about 300.
Well,
Yeah, right. Oh, so yeah, not as big.
It brings me to this. Make sure that you get your tickets for your Saturday's $20 million super draw.
Yeah, so some of the places because they did a list of the places
Shaun.
that are favoured.
Morley, Mandurah, Cloverdale, Bunbury and Albany.
You play Morley a bit, don't you?
Yeah. Top winning numbers were 1, 16, 22, 26 and 38. Guess what I found out, by the way? They're still getting those 30 ticket holders in Kalgoorlie.
Yes, they haven't found them all.
They haven't found them all. That
won
are
the big
sharing with
jackpot.
the $60 million. So each of them
They're a
got
syndicate, aren't they?
Yeah, but a lot of people haven't come forward to collect their prize.
Oh, okay, so maybe... Okay,
Yeah.
yep.
My uncle was one of them.
Had to be.
But he went thirds in a syndicate ticket,
Yes,
so he
right.
got $87,000. My uncle was one of them.
So he won lotto in a big jackpot and he's come away with how much?
$87,000. Like,
He's used his lotto
that's
luck.
what you don't want.
No, you
That's
don't want
what
that.
you don't want.
You don't want it.
I mean, well done,
no.
Uncle.
Ken.
You
You don't have an Uncle
I
Ken.
don't have an Uncle
You've never mentioned Uncle Ken in your life.
Oh, here we go.
You're listening to Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
Delish from Garden to Table is a bit of a cooking, gardening show.
Yep.
And the guest star this week is me.
It's you.
And I mean,
What, did
you
they
might-
run out of people?
Literally.
The borders are down.
Nah, the COVID got the rest of them.
Seriously.
A list of
100%.
50, 49 are down with COVID.
The host of that show is none other than Trevor Cochrane, who joins us now. Trev, hello.
Hello, thanks
Hey,
very much
Trev.
for having me in, guys.
Hi, Trev.
Nah, Nat was up on the list, wasn't she?
You're ruthless, aren't you? You should listen to this week's show, or obviously
Or
tune
even
in,
watch it.
because she gives it back to you guys in spades, don't
really?
you? Hey?
I thought we were going to cut that out.
So who else cancelled?
Well, there was this long
Is it
list.
because Kate Walsh left the state?
Kate, I can tell you now, Kate could never cook the way Nat does. She
it,
is
Trev.
a weapon in the kitchen. You guys know this already, right?
We do.
Because you've been... So this show, the whole premise of this show is that I am a lousy cook, but I can grow plants like you've never seen.
Really?
So it's, I should say, because so many people have asked me, oh my God, is that your kitchen? No, it's all filmed at Trevor's house.
Yeah.
It's Trevor's amazing kitchen. Because we go into the garden, what have you got, 2 acres there?
I've got a couple of acres up
Yeah.
in the hills, yeah. And so the back part of so the house kind of sits in the middle of the block, and the back section is just about 1,500 square metres of edible plants.
Wow.
Everything's edible.
Everything's
And where's the smokable ones?
Well,
Well, you can eat them too.
Trev's got a lot of injuries he's worried about.
Trev's got a shed with all this electricity bill, a huge electricity bill.
it's medicinal, right?
And in fact, well, Trev's actually extended into the next door neighbours. You've stolen land off the next door neighbour as well, haven't you?
We kind of run out of room, you know. I've been there 15 years, so we kept filling it up. And then I went, you know what? I need a little bit more space. And my next door neighbour, Peter, and his wife, Mei Ling, they sort of said, well, look, we've got this section here. So we've rolled into their place now. So we've got a whole
So that's
bunch
where
of
the drug
raised gardens
plantation
there.
is. Yep.
Well, I'm never going to have a problem, am I?
No, that's right.
Exactly. It's not officially on your property, so that was really, really clever.
Hey, Trev, so you've got all this, you're growing all these plants. What is the, have you worked through years of getting the quality to where you want it? And
Yeah.
what do you do with the product?
Yeah, so it's an evolution, obviously. With gardening, it's something that you slowly build. It's all about the soil. So soil and water are the two most important things. And on the sand plain here in Perth, we really struggle. So
Yeah.
we've got very sandy soil. But the great thing about sand is that if you add organic matter into it and you keep building it up with compost, you can kind of grow anything because our climate is so good.
Yes.
So I've got pawpaws and mangoes that are all sort of coming through at the moment,
Yeah.
and avocados.
Bananas.
But and bananas are everywhere. But during the spring, we've got cherries and we've got apples coming in the middle of the year. We've just been harvesting pears. So they're cold climate plants and warm tropical plants. And there's few places on the planet where you can have all of these things growing in one place and actually getting a crop.
I've always wanted to be a person that had a thing of herbs ready to go.
Yes.
Because
So
I
homegrown,
as
yeah,
everyone
yeah.
knows, I love
chives.
chives
Yeah,
and dill.
and dill,
I'm in a
yeah.
real dill phase
Oh,
right
yeah,
now.
me too, yeah.
Just loving it. So, so usually you would have that on hand or maybe on your balcony or something. But your property's so big. Do you have like I need dill and then 20 minutes later get back with it?
Do you know what? I've just been bragging. Actually, I've just built a wall out literally, it's a living wall.
Oh, the green one, the green
back
walls,
wall,
yeah.
on the back wall of my house. It walks straight in. You know, the door that you walk into my
Yes.
kitchen. Well, it's actually there, and we've just literally planted rows and rows and rows of dill and basil and coriander.
it's right outside the kitchen door.
Those things that you use all the time.
Yes.
So they're
Can
there
I tell
right on
you?
hand.
I'm putting dill on everything at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dill or no dill.
So I love it. So I've actually I've been growing. I've got an aquaponics system at home. Do you know what that is? So I'm growing barramundi. And what happens is
Barramundis are plants.
So you pump the water from the barramundi, which is full of nutrient, into these trays, and I'm growing cucumbers in the trays.
Wait, the barramundi fish.
Barramundi fish.
You're
And what
growing
happens is-
fish cucumbers.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
fish cucumbers.
So use the
Perfect.
water from the fish and recycle it through the plants.
And the plants take the fertiliser, all the nutrient out of the water, clean it, and it flows back into the barra. And then 16, 18 weeks later, we take out what were tiny little fingerlings. We take out 1 kilo fish. It's the coolest way to grow your own.
And then you have a lovely barramundi and cucumber dish for dinner.
Exactly.
Can I tell you, I've never once had some cucumber and gone, this needs to be more fishy.
So
It needs to be more dilly.
when you say nutrients, it's fish poo, isn't it?
It's literally
Yes.
fish poo.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's a completely natural system, but it's just I've kind of set it all up. I've got it all. It's been going for years. What we do is we grow barramundi in the summer, and we grow trout in the winter.
So wait,
Unreal.
just that recent supermarket situation that we all found ourselves in when none of the trains were coming over, that didn't bother you at all, did it?
Not one bit.
Then why didn't you offer us to come over
Well,
with a shopping basket?
Well, I'm sure it's going to all come back in about 3 weeks' time when we've got the grandson of Omicron or whatever it is that's coming through.
Well, in fact, Nathan, when I went to Trevor's afterwards, after we'd finished filming, Trev literally just disappeared into the garden with a bag and like filled it up for me. Like I had so much stuff.
That's cool, isn't
he's
it?
like, do you eat this? Do you eat that? And honestly, a bag full of fresh produce straight from the garden.
Are you growing
grapes
toilet
and
paper?
everything.
It all sounds amazing, Trev, but what does Natalie, do we get an insight on what she does in the kitchen
Listen,
for you?
you know, I learn every week with this show. I learn some pretty amazing things. You know, the guests on the show, Sherry Lee Biggs, you know, TiVo.
Yep.
You'd be amazed how talented each of
TiVo's
these
an
guests
amazing
are.
Yeah, she's a great
right?
cook, yeah.
Incredible. And the same thing with Nat. So Nat showed me how to avoid having a sticky bunt.
Yes, that's
And-
right.
and I
Greased up
didn't
that
realise-
bump like there was no tomorrow. You didn't realise
It's
it
the
was
first
a
thing
problem,
she
did
told
you?
me when I joined Nova.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of the first things.
Your bunt's too dry.
I tell you what, after Nat had greased my bunt, I tell you what, you should have
Changed
seen
your life, didn't it?
what came out of the oven. It was amazing.
Yeah, it does have a big hole in it though, doesn't it?
Right in
does.
the middle.
Yep.
Yeah. Right in the middle. Really big hole.
You don't want anything sticking to that hole.
Well, you
Nathan.
wouldn't want
way.
anything sticking
No
there, but
way.
you can put something in it to really show how big it is.
It was pretty big.
We really did have a lot of fun in the kitchen.
Yeah,
though,
we
didn't
did. Yeah, we did.
She's,
And it was tasty.
And it was delicious. And that's the whole idea. So probably one of the great things about this particular series. So my company, Guru Productions, we produce obviously the Garden Gurus, Destination WA. Delish is a big one for us, our state on a plate. But Delish we do for a very important reason, and that is because we want to help West Australian charities. So each of our special guests comes in, they nominate a charity, we give that charity $1,500.
Oh, that's nice.
And then the viewers get to vote on their favourite dish. So the responsibility goes back on the presenters to make sure that they've actually got a really good dish.
Yeah.
And then they'll download that, they'll vote, and then at the end of the series, we'll throw another 10 grand at that particular charity. That particular
That's really
so
lovely.
it's helping our local community here in WA.
Oh, wow.
With a whole bunch of insights into Nat's background, into each of the guests, their passions, their things. It's a really lovely way to do a bit of TV.
Wow,
It was a fun way to spend an afternoon as well. It was
was,
lovely,
wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Our show doesn't help anyone.
Thanks so much, Trevor.
Thanks
it was
for having
lovely
me,
being
guys.
part
Good
of
on
it.
you, mate.
Thank you.
You're listening to Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
Well, we saw that on Wednesday night football, because the season started earlier than normal when the Western Bulldogs took on the might of the Melbourne Demons. That afterwards, it's so funny for me. I thought it was hilarious. Coach Luke Beveridge went bananas at Tom Morris from Fox. And it had to do with him leaking stories over a couple of months. And one was
it wasn't a leaking story. Somebody had leaked to him. He was writing stories.
He was writing stories. So we had a discussion about it yesterday, and you guys were saying,
it's his job.
It's his job. That was all that the media is supposed to do, and in particular that he had the backing of other people who are writing stories, including like Mark Duffield and others that I've seen on the news in recent times. This is Bevo's apology yesterday.
It is no excuse to let those emotions spill over and get the better of me in a forum like that. As people would know, I'm extremely passionate about and protective of our players and all of our people, and I always have their welfare, their best interests at heart.
You know what it is? It was his angry delivery and the words he was using, like gutter journalism, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
And tried to kick him out of the press conference when he was allowed to be there.
His sentiment was probably, like, well, hey,
I think that...
Because you were explaining to me, Shaun, that usually what would happen is they would run, say if Tom Morris was to find out a bit of information, usually there's an unspoken thing where they would run that by the club.
So they would ring Luke Morfess in the case of the Freo Docker. So we know this, we're writing this story, there's your preparation. You got any comment on that? And they do it time and time again. And Tom hadn't. He was a Melbourne Demon supporter, so Luke was drawing a bow between those things. I don't think it helped the fact that he's got a handlebar moe, and I read something about that. I don't think that...
If you've got a handlebar
mustache,
you've really got to be nice to people. Because as the moment that you're slightly upset, it looks 100 times worse.
It does look like choppery, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, horrible look. And there was a lot of sort of suggestion that he inflamed that situation because he wanted to distract from the fact that his team had lost as well.
Oh, there's sometimes that the coaches go about that for sure, 100%. Yeah. The other thing that they also go about is that if they fire a warning and they pick Harry, for example, and that happens in a team setting, so... we'll burn Shaun in this team to send a message to the rest. And that happens a lot.
And clearly he's frustrated at the fact that somebody from within his circle is leaking information to the media.
Yeah.
So Tom Morris did get... Because the information was accurate.
Yes, I agree that.
So there's a frustration there, but he took it out on the wrong person.
Yeah, when I'm in the footy circles, and I reckon his team or his player group would be like, they'd be right behind the coach because it's us versus them all the time, and that's the way it is.
But somebody's giving information to Tom Morris.
No, I'm just taking that aside. Just when you're in the circle of this, and it's like it is in sporting teams or any high pressure environment, and people are you say people are having a go at you. They're ready to chip away at you, right? So you think
it serves you to have an us versus them mentality.
And that's what it was all about yesterday. So from my point of view, when I was watching, I was like, have a go.
But
Tom Morris, do you want to talk about that?
Well,
Tom Morris has now been stood down because he's been saying some
unrelated
things about a lot of different people.
Women,
some
misogynistic.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to know what that was.
I've heard it.
And then,
is it not good?
Yeah. And then,
it's about a colleague. It's really unprofessional.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was and one of his friends accidentally shared that to one of his other friends, and then that person.
Interesting the timing.
See, that's what I always think about, Nate. The sharing.
Yeah. What it is, it all comes down, and that was alluding to it before, leaks. You've really got to stop a leak, Shaun. And that's why everyone should have just called the grout guy.
Can you stop a leak mid-leak? Have you ever tried that? Stopping a mid-leak?
Well, fix your leak, you shall make it brand new and sparkling.
Well, advertising doesn't work.
The grout guy, he's your man. Grout guy, the grout guy, the groutguy.com.au.
Grout guy, please sponsor our sports segment. Please.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun in podcast form.
Who the AF-ELL brings it back is that? What a superstar he is.
Footy's back with a bang, especially if you're a Carlton supporter.
Blue Bangers.
We're about to give away $1,000 from Tab Touch to celebrate.
Yeah, we've got an ex-AFL player on the line ready to answer a question, Nathan.
Hello, ex-AFL player.
Hello.
All right.
Say no more.
You've got it, haven't you?
Okay, Maddie from Ballajura, you are the first contestant up. Good morning, Maddie.
Good morning.
Morning,
All right,
Maddie.
it's your job to figure out who this ex-AFL player is. You get to ask yes or no questions. You get a yes, you keep going. Get a no, you're out. And, of course, having a guess is a yes or no question, so you can do that at any time as well. Ask away.
Was he an ex-WA player? Yes.
Keep going, Matt.
Maddie.
Did he play for Fremantle? Yes.
Ask again, Matt.
Maddie.
Is it Hayden Ballantyne?
Geez, he's good.
I was going to say, fellas, your voice is so recognisable. When as soon as Bella says hello, I just started laughing. I can tell him a mile away.
Maddie, you've done it. You've scored $1,000. Not bad for about 30 seconds work. Well done.
Excellent.
Gee, you freed up a bit of time for us,
I know,
Maddie.
didn't you just?
So Maddie, were you going to, you just, you knew the voice? Because there's only a couple of questions you asked then.
Yeah, sort of, not confident, but yeah, sort of followed Freo and heard his voice a few times.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
A little pest.
There you go.
Well, well done, Maddie.
Good on you, Matt.
Hello, Bellas.
Bellas, hello.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey, Bellas, so this week, I reckon, I don't know, the minimum was Boomer Harvey, about 6 questions. And you were 6 different callers, was it? Oh,
No, 3 callers, but about 6 questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he's got such a recognisable voice. He's the Morgan Freeman of the football world. Hey, Bellas,
a good thing or a bad thing?
what were you doing minutes before you got on the phone to us?
Riding a horse.
Riding a horse, Shaun.
I like this.
Just riding a horse.
So, yeah, we got a couple racing tomorrow on Sunday, so just finished them off and done for the day now, which is good.
So last time we probably caught up with you, Bellas, we know that you did your trainer's licence and you started your own horse training. So tell us how that's expanded, where you're at with it all.
Yeah, it's expanded pretty dramatically, really. Got about 18 in work at the moment, 330 on the book. So yeah, there's plenty ready to go. A lot of babies. Bought a few babies, 7 babies at Magic Millions last month. So yeah, things are looking good.
So how does your morning go? Because we get up early, we know what it's kind of like, and then you get into your work. How does your workplace work?
Yeah, very similar. Early mornings we get up and about 4 get stuck in, and we're normally done this time of the day as well. You know, I've got a few other things that I get around and do as well. I buy and sell some cattle, trade some cattle, so there's a few other things going on. But yeah, horses are the real passion and something I love doing. So it's good to get up, and I'm pretty lucky to follow on from doing something like footy to something like racing. It's pretty good.
Do you move a lot of hay?
Hayden?
I knew when I came on. I knew Nathan was going to ask a stupid question like that.
I think horses and cattle.
He's trying to take interest in your day.
No, I'm guessing it's a lot of hay. Is it?
There is a lot of hay, but I've got a tractor for that, mate.
Okay.
I've got allergies too, so I can't really.
I get hay fever.
Hay fever, yeah. Bellas, what sort of cows do you buy and sell?
Anything with 4 legs, really.
Okay.
So it's a bit ironic. I actually do a bit of work with West Coast Livestock. So
yeah, right.
We trade some cattle and the market.
I saw that somebody a farmer down south paid $72,000 for a Simmental bull.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there was some over in Queensland. They were nearly 200,000.
Yeah,
so,
82,000 was just the one that just broke that record.
Yeah,
82,000.
Yeah. There's Well, that's cheap for a yearling racehorse, though, isn't it, Shaun?
Well, it is the way. You've had a recent young horse that's done particularly well. She's Graceful. I think it's in on the weekend as well.
Yeah, she's
Quick
racing
return.
Saturday. Yeah, well, she didn't really do too much work to get a win on board, and since she ran second in the Magic Millions, so she's got the ability, and so we gave her a little spell and brought her back, gave her a trial, won the trial. So yeah, she's ready to rumble tomorrow. Simon Miller's, Shaun, I know you would be following it. Simon Miller's goes really good, but we'll be making it work for it.
Hey, Bellas, have you had many horses that have been winning over the tracks? Shaun just nodded.
Yeah, I've had a few. So I've had my last 3 black type races. I've ran second, so that it'd be good if I could have had 3 wins. But yeah, it's been going good. I don't have a whole lot. I've only had I don't know, about 50 runners for the year so far, but it's
only 50 runners for the year.
Nathan's dad was a jockey, and his mum.
Yeah, but the season started last August, so it's August.
Yeah, what were you about to say?
Well, your dad's a jockey, and you should know the horse.
I thought you were about to say my dad was a jockey and your mum was the horse. I honestly thought that's what you were about to say.
I was not going to say that, just in case you get on the phone to ring us. But it's been quite successful. In fact, Hayden's actually he's attracted the interest of WA's biggest owner, Bob Peters. So he's got a couple of Ferraris in the shed there, which is pretty good going.
Can you tell Shaun what it's like to be involved with winning horses? Because Shaun is always
Shaun was involved in one of my favourite horses, Ellie Corsam. She was.
Does Megan know?
That one might have been off the books because it was winning a lot and would have kept that quiet.
Geez, we had a good time on that. She won like all the races in the world. I've just got a text from my brother, by the way. Bellas, he said to ask you about his horse, something Choice or whatever it is.
Vogue's Choice, yeah. No, she's back in business. She had a little accident in her last start. Put a little hole in her tongue, which wasn't great.
Oh,
but yeah, she's back in work, and
she's to phase.
She's what?
I've had a tongue piercing too. It's fine.
Teenage girls go through it.
Yeah, it's fine.
And Nathan.
Yeah. She's got a dolphin tattooed around her belly button too.
Funny, Pav actually got involved in one.
What? Really?
Yeah, from the sales this year. So he's been promising for the last couple of years, and now he's delivered the big Maverick.
Okay, Pav got involved in one horse. Dennis Cometti and Chris Judd was in it, and they won this race at Moonee Valley one night, paid $100. And he never has a bet, but he had $50 on it.
Good night out.
$5,000.
Why doesn't that ever happen to you?
Never.
Love your work, Ballas. Thanks for being a part of it this morning. I mean, you're super easy to guess, but other than that, it's been great to chat.
No worries. Thanks, guys.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
This time on a Friday, we like to relive some of the magic moments that happened during the week, don't we?
Yeah,
we certainly do.
Through the eyes of Harry Fitzgerald.
Yes.
Hi, Harry.
Yes, it is. What a week.
You get the front row seat every week.
I'm
amazing.
so lucky.
You're so
Everyone's
lucky.
like, how'd you get that job?
You're like the number one ticket holder.
Yeah, how'd you get that job that pays very little?
Yeah. I know. This week, definitely the theme was probably human resources.
Okay.
I'd say. And some of the calls were amazing. Honourable mentions go to Chris with a pet goat who drinks beers.
Okay.
And Steph, who got charged by her neighbour to fix her TV. And she thought it'd be free.
Yeah.
He pressed the button on the TV.
Yeah, that's all he did. He didn't fix the TV. There was nothing wrong with the TV. He turned the TV back on again.
But here are some more highlights. Have a listen.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun's Weekly Debrief.
Another Monday rolled around and Shawnee Mac was still locked up at home in isolation, but now getting very restless.
And then him keeping their credit card details. Shaun, what are you doing?
I think I was just moving in my chair. Shaun wasn't the only one at home this week, with producers Amy and Claire both becoming close contacts. But Katie Lamb eventually took the reins and quickly discovered the secret weapon when it comes to producing.
My favourite thing with Katie is when in doubt, play 2 songs.
Already battling for staff this week, the guys made the mistake of sharing a juicy job offer from a Broome cafe.
A pay package worth $92,030 for a barista.
I feel like we're going to lose a few more team members, actually. We've lost a couple of COVID. Then Brian called through, and no one could believe how much he got paid for simply picking up a few pieces of scrap metal from an old train track.
In a good month, we'd make $100,000.
Crazy, right? Wrong. Well, compared to what Brian said next.
What are you doing now, Brian?
Now I offer close protection to royal families.
Wait, what? What is happening today?
Yeah, that's right. Brian is a bodyguard for royal families from the Middle East, and for his own future employment opportunities, we hope they didn't hear this bit.
Do you have to be prepared to take a bullet for people when you're doing this job?
You have to at least say you're prepared to.
I know, because I was going to say, what if they're a massive dickhead?
I'll be the first one at the door, so if the bloke comes in with a gun, I'll be throwing the Queen in front of them.
Oh, sorry, Lizzie. The guys even had a huge celeb call through for this talk topic.
So you're speaking to Kevin. I'm from Below Deck Season 7.
Deck. Yes, Kevin from Below Deck. Season 7, Kevin. I know, so crazy, right? Hey, look who decided to join us in the studio on Thursday.
Shaun's back today.
Yeah. In studio.
So it's been a week. So I left last Thursday.
Yep.
And just realised behind me there's still a container that I've used for breakfast, which was a week ago.
I can't believe someone hasn't cleaned up for you.
Now, the guys got curious when they heard that NASA have been conducting some steamy experiments, preparing us for a bit of anti-gravity lovemaking.
Imagine that. You wake up the next morning and think, that was a terrible. And we're stuck together for quite a while.
And here you are trying to call them an Uber.
Where's the weirdest place you've got down and dirty? Say whatever you want, because you definitely won't be beating Ivan.
We went to a graveyard.
Ivan?
You went to a
And we did it on a gravestone. Just a quick and then all gone.
What a wacky and wonderful week with Nathan, Nat and Shaun it was, and just when you thought it couldn't get any weirder, Jess called through to share some details from her latest visit to the doc.
They ended up medically diagnosing me with sausage toe.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.